the good brother Vergil Ortiz. Who would he like to fight? And Ellie Sucker Nigga Suck Setback says that, asked him, and he said he want to fight Jermell Charlo next or Sebastian Fundora. And like I said before, if you read between the lines, with these fighters, if you read between the lines, bro, you know, the daddy saying we ain't heard nothing about fighting a Murtazaliev, and remember the son, we didn't hear about nothing about turning down the Crawford fight. It's just, it's kind of like saying, like what Keith Thurman said about Earl Spence. Remember what Keith Thurman was saying? Well, I never seen a contract. I never seen the contract, so how can it be called the duck, right? That's the same thing that they doing. It's kind of like knowing, you know, somebody is abusing somebody else. You hear, you know, you don't know it, but you think you think you know it, but you can see the signs, or but I don't see it, so I don't want to know it, so I'm gonna stay up out of it. I ain't getting involved, right? I ain't getting involved. I know what's going on, but I ain't gonna speak up and say nothing. That's the same thing they pretty much doing. Oscar can decline the fights. Oscar can know about everything that's going on, but we don't know. Even though they ducked the Crawford fade 2 times, oh man, we ain't know nothing. We ain't get offered nothing. They know they know De La Hoya turned it down on their behalf. They know it. Kind of see what I'm saying? Like, that's their thing. And you can always read between the lines. Listen to what he's saying. He ain't saying that I want to fight any of the champions, line them up. No, I want to fight an inactive Jermell Charlo. Gotta remember, it's different than saying a guy like a Terrence Crawford or Canelo Alvarez or a Nayu Inoue or anybody that's won a world title or two in 2 different weight classes, or won a world title in general. Okay, I won a world title. You know what I'm saying? Or that's established. Or I just won a big fight. This is a guy that hasn't won a world title. And he's calling out a non-title, a guy who doesn't have a title in Jermell Charlo. Make it make sense. Right? And then he's talking about fighting Fundora. We know Fundora fight once a year. They could have made Fundora Vergil Ortiz last year. Why not? Because of the politics with Bud? In reality, what they really want to do is to get a free belt. They want to get the easiest route to a belt. That's just what it is. They really want to get the vacant WBA when Bud leaves it behind. That's just the honest truth. You know, you do all that waiting to win a title if you Vergil Ortiz. You know, just to probably get handed a belt, you should want to go be the champion. Obviously, he named Sebastian Fundora, and I'm all for it. If you had to say Murtazaliev or Fundora for Vergil Ortiz, man, Vergil Ortiz, Fundora. You know, but was PBC willing to make that fight? I don't know. But, you know, like I said, I don't blame him. But then you got a guy who never won a title calling out a non-washed up fighter in Jermell Charlo. You wonder where the priority at. We know Murtazaliev is available. Make that fight. That's what we do know. Murtazaliev is available. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, read between the lines. They've been talking about fight. They've been hearing about fighting Murtazaliev. De La Hoya is on their behalf. This is what they do. Like Jerron Ninja, we ain't hear nothing about no opportunity to fight Vergil because Eddie Hearn was the bumper. That's what they do. Technically, they tell them the truth, but it's really a lie. Oh, we ain't know nothing. You know, I mean, no, man. Okay. Everybody King Kong beating on their gorilla chest. You know, we know what the business is. We know what the deal is. We're no dummies in this sport. They using their promoters as protectors, as bumpers, to ask for outlandish demands, to ask for a whole bunch of money, to really be like, nah, I'm good. They really don't want to fight. So when they do interviews and they say, well, yeah, you know, I want to fight this guy, that guy, and they don't say the guy name, like Murtazaliev, so you already know what it is. And then, oh, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anybody. When they get exposed, it's like a bitch. Really, women don't be mad that you cheating when you that nigga. They don't really be mad that you cheating. They mad because they embarrassed that people found out that you cheated. It's an embarrassing that I'm sharing the dude. Same thing with these fighters. It becomes an embarrassment when people find out. When people find out you duck. All of a sudden, I fight anybody. I do anything. I ain't no hoe ass nigga. My mama ain't no hoe. My daddy ain't no. I ain't no hoe. Vergil Ortiz want nothing to do with Murtazaliev. And let's say rightfully so. From this point of view, the money probably ain't as sweet. The lick ain't as sweet. You ain't gonna get his rep, but you be the real champion. You had a couple close scares with Bakhram and Madrimov. If people knew how to score a fight, he lost that fight. But people don't know how to score a fight. They score a fight. Oh, it's my favorite. Oh, I liked him. I like because he came forward. He made the fight. Did he come forward and was he effective? If he was effective, he should have got injured or sick Murtazaliev the fuck up out of there. Or sick, what's the brother's name, man? Madrimov up out of there. Like, I just be, and like I said, I had conversations with people about that fight. Well, I just felt, no, it ain't what the fuck you feel. We don't wear no skirts, and we don't wear no thongs, and we don't wear no bras, we don't wear no makeup, T.O. It's how you score a fight. A lot of niggas they be living illogical. Well, I just felt that. No, nigga, how did you score the fight? You're scoring the fight on the premise of boxing. Who hit and not getting hit the most? Who was more effective that round? Well, he came on late. What scoring need to be, they need to redo score. No, nigga, we don't need to hear your reconstitution of scoring. This is how you score a fight. That's why when you had these arguments about scoring fights, or you had these debates about scoring fights, scoring really need, no, nigga, 9, 10, 9, 10, 8, 10, 7, whatever it may be, that's what it is. And I guarantee you, if we sit down and we had these conversations, and we score the shit based on how you supposed to score, a lot of times people that speaking logical and who know boxing, they're gonna be right every time, every way along, every step of the way. But these people tell on themselves every day. When you put a camera in front of these niggas' faces all the time, they gonna tell yourself he wants nothing to do with Murtazaliev. That's why they said, well, this is news to me. Of course it's news to you, because Oscar De La Hoya is your fucking bumper. He's your protector. He's your shield. You motherfuckers don't want to be champion. If you start calling people out who don't have a belt, you don't want to be champion. You don't want to be champ. Nigga called out 9 champions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. He said anybody that got a belt, I'm trying to get it up off of them. Nigga calling up washed up, retired PBC fighters. What wrong with you? You ain't even got a guy willing to give you a title shot. Only generation where the champions chasing the challengers. The champions chasing a nigga who never had a belt. Who had the rerun belt, the remix belt, the gold belt, the silver belt, the golden glove belt in the amateurs. You know what else was funny? When Jose Ramirez got up there and said he was the only Olympian up there. And then T.O. said, this is came to my mind. T.O. was like, I was Olympian in 2016. Nobody gives a fuck. And Ramirez didn't say nothing about it because he's a nice guy, right? Like, T.O. had to go to Honduras when there was 2 boxers to be an Olympian. He couldn't be an Olympian in the United States. He had to go to his home, his origin country of that. And to me, one thing I thank God for is the gift to talk shit. Boy, if I couldn't talk no shit, I'd be mad. There's niggas who literally can't defend themselves verbally. like, boy, I would hate not to have that trait. I would hate not to have that trait. Now, how does it feel not to be able to articulate yourself? Like, God didn't waste you. You wasted a good ass mouth on you and teeth and shit. You got nice teeth like me and shit. Man, Shit. I'll make T.O. go hang himself. I swear to God I would. I'll make T.O. hang it. The shit I would have said on that stage, dog, man. Niggas better be lucky I ain't Devin Haney. Man, I'd had his baby mama ringside with the new nigga at the press conference. Put his son in Devin Haney gear. Fuck yeah. Ryan Garcia baby mama that cheated on him and with the baby whatever, he divorced her at the hospital. I'll be putting dick up all up in her. No cap. These nigga, I'm telling you, one of my favorite songs by Plies, Old Lady. Go listen to that song, Old Lady. Man, I'll be playing for keeps out here. I'll be playing for keeps, man. I'll be on their head, no Diddy. I'll make these niggas say uncle. Real talk. I'd have came on stage. Oscar De La Hoya and fish snatched on my t-shirt. Came on stage with a bunch of bottles of Osterine. Gift wrapped them, hand them to Ryan. Open your gift. Matter of fact, bitch, I open it for you. Ripped them open. Osterine. If I see Ryan, I spit on that nigga, man. Depending which state we in, I spit on that nigga. I wouldn't have no respect for him. Jermell, who's someone, he just trolling. Y'all don't know that. Man, troll these nuts. Troll these nuts. You don't troll about people's kids, racism, none of that. Because if a black man say, I'm just trolling about the rainbow community, or I'm just trolling about Mexicans, nah, ain't no trolling. But let me stop. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, Apple Podcasts. Join the Patreon. That link's in the description. All that's linked inside the link tree. Peace.